3 months after breaking up with my boyfriend, I found out I was pregnant. At the hospital for my checkup, the OB-GYN turned out to be my ex's little sister, Lily Carter. "Hey, Mia, does my brother know you're pregnant?" Lily Carter asked, all smiles. I forced a weak grin. "I broke up with him, Lily." Lily blinked, confused. "What?" She nodded toward someone behind me. "Maybe you two should talk?" This was beyond awkward. My ex, Nathan Carter, appeared out of nowhere. I wanted to bolt, but it was too late. All I could manage was a shaky, "Hey, long time no see." I knew Lily was an OB-GYN. That's why I picked a different hospital, dreading she'd find out. But fate had other plans. You can't outrun destiny. What baffled me more was why Nathan was in the maternity ward. No way he was just visiting his sister. "Yeah, it's been a while," Nathan said, calm as ever, his eyes dropping to my belly. His handsome face flickered with something complicated. "Lily, is everything confirmed?" 3 months along, Lily answered quickly, then stared at her brother. "How long have you two been split up?" "Funny enough, 3 months, Nathan said, a faint smirk in his eyes. I scoffed. "So what? It's got nothing to do with you." "That mouth of yours." Nathan's gaze sharpened, signaling me to follow. "Can we talk?" "No need. I've always had a sharp tongue, my only talent being snappy comebacks." Nathan's brows furrowed, a spark of frustration in his striking eyes, but he didn't argue. He just trailed me, shadowing my every step. Finally, I snapped. "What do you want, Nathan?" "You owe me an explanation," he said, his voice low, brows knit, eyes locked on me. His face, already intense, with those sharp, piercing eyes, made me feel like he could see right through me. No denying it, he's drop-dead gorgeous. I swallowed hard, chin up. "Nathan, we're done. What's there to explain?" "The baby," he said bluntly. I smirked. "You're not the only guy in the world." His eyes flared with anger before I even finished. Pretending not to notice, I doubled down. "Breaking up with you was a blast. I hit the clubs, had a wild time, and ended up with this baby." "What? I didn't care about trashing my reputation. What more did he want?" Nathan kept staring, brows tight. I laughed. "What, Nathan? You want to play daddy now?" If looks could kill, I'd be toast. Fuming, he stormed out of the hospital. I stood in the chilly breeze watching his tall figure fade, tears streaming down my cheeks. It wasn't that he didn't love me, or that I didn't love him. But when two stubborn, hot-headed people get together, it's like sparks flying off a live wire. Every fight was a blowout, practically tearing the roof off. 3 years of love, intense and all-consuming, but our fights were earth-shattering too. Too many arguments wear you down. So I suggested we break up. He was probably exhausted too, because he didn't fight it. We never learned to love each other better, so maybe splitting up was my way of loving him. I just didn't expect this curveball. I stood there, dazed, then left the hospital. Morning sickness hit hard that day. I hadn't eaten, and running into Nathan left me dizzy. I raised my hand for a cab to handle some errands, but a black SUV pulled up. The passenger window rolled down, revealing Nathan's face, equal parts infuriating and irresistible. "Get in," he said, his tone far from friendly. I snorted. "Pass." His forehead veins popped. I smirked, turning to flag another cab. If I wasn't so queasy, I'd have driven myself. But before I could, the SUV's door slammed shut, the whole car shaking. Classic Nathan temper. While I was still marveling at how I survived 3 years with him, Nathan marched over. His handsome face was stormy, closing in fast. Crap! 3 years of bickering flashed through my mind. Before my brain could react, my legs took off. "Mia Thompson!" Nathan bellowed behind me, voice dripping with rage. I ran like the wind. With his mood, if he caught me, we'd have another epic showdown. But mid-sprint, I noticed the noise behind me stopped. Suspicious, I paused and glanced back. His SUV was creeping along like a turtle, tailing me. I froze. That sneaky jerk. The window was down, Nathan gripping the wheel, smirking. "Keep running, Mia?" If I kept going, I'd look like an idiot. Fuming, I yanked the door open. He stopped the car, and I barely sat before he locked the doors, like I was some escape risk. Then he let loose. "Are you nuts? Pregnant and running like that? Trying to get hurt? You didn't even stop the car before opening the door. What, you want to make the Grim Reaper's day? Can't you be more careful?" His thin lips kept moving, spitting out scoldings. I was livid, kicking the door twice. "Let me out!" His veins bulged again, eyes blazing like he wanted to strangle me. Then he leaned over. I flinched, ready to clap back. But before I could, he buckled my seatbelt. Click. The belt snapped shut, but he didn't sit back. I glared. Don't think you can sweet-talk me. Mia, even if you die, that mouth stays sharp, he said, clearly pissed but with a helpless edge in his eyes. Can't you talk nice for once? Would it kill you? His good cop, bad cop routine got me. I smirked. Who was yelling the second I got in? Nathan, does your mouth only work if it's spitting venom? 3 years, probably 1,000 fights, or at least 800. Our friends were amazed we lasted. I was too. We clearly got on each other's nerves, so how did we stick it out for 3 years? But after trying so hard, why couldn't we keep going that day? Maybe because he's a doctor, always putting work first. So he neglected our relationship. I suggested the breakup, moved out fast, and he didn't say a word. Maybe letting go was for the best. No more mutual misery. The drive home was silent, the air thick with tension. Both of us were sulking, neither willing to break the ice. At my place, I got out, stone-faced, counting down in my head. I gave him 1 minute to chase me. If he didn't, we were done for good. Mia Thompson! I raised an eyebrow, secretly throwing up a victory V in my mind. Turning, I kept my face blank. What's up? Make it quick. Haven't eaten, right? Yeah, you. Gonna cook for me? Before I finished, Nathan nodded, got in his car, and drove off. I stood there, stunned. What was that? Nathan Carter, are you messing with me? Inside, I flopped on the couch, staring at the ceiling, hand on my belly, feeling the tiny life growing. It was indescribable. My stomach growled. Hunger hit, reminding me to eat. I opened a delivery app, scrolling through tasty options, but nothing sparked my appetite. A vague irritation bubbled up. I finally found something I wanted, but no discounts, no deals. So annoying. Eating shouldn't be this hard. Back in the day, I never worried about this. After work, hot meals were waiting. Always my favorites, cooked by Nathan. He'd been like that since early on. He spoiled my taste buds, winning my heart through my stomach. Now, 3 months post-breakup, I'd lost nearly 10 pounds. Couldn't I live without him? I wanted to cry. Ding dong. The door lock clicked. I shot up, shocked to see Nathan walk in with bags of groceries. His face was calm as he kicked the door shut. Why's the code still my birthday? I paused, then fired back. Habit. Too lazy to change. But I'm changing it now. Nathan glanced at me, heading to the kitchen. Don't bother. Come help. I pouted. You always managed fine. You're doing great without me. 3 months, and he never reached out. If we hadn't bumped into each other at the hospital, he'd probably have forgotten me. Nathan leaned against the counter, hands in his pockets, eyes locked on me. Mia, I've never been able to live without you, okay? I froze. I fought to keep a straight face, hiding a grin, and grudgingly rolled up my sleeves to join him in the kitchen. What do you need? Sit down for now. Nathan pulled out a chair, then dug into a grocery bag, pulling out my favorite peach pastries. Snack on these first. My favorite peach pastries. I grabbed them happily. These are hard to find, right? Don't just grin at them. Eat, Nathan teased, unpacking groceries, neatly stocking my fridge, leaving out only what he needed. The double-door fridge was soon packed, mostly with fruit. Know how to eat, right? He asked. I smirked. With my mouth, duh. Nathan's lips twitched. Good one. I'll text you reminders to eat fruit on time, so unblock me first. I didn't. Then I remembered. After the breakup, I was so mad I nearly smashed my phone, blocking all his contacts. Still hadn't undone it. Nathan got to cooking, all business. I propped my chin up, watching him. The warm kitchen light softened his handsome features, making his vibe gentler. It was the first time I really watched Nathan cook. You don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. Gone. That word hit me. Even with him right there, it felt like a galaxy separated us. We weren't each other's anymore. A few days ago, I passed by his hospital and saw him laughing with another woman. If I wasn't pregnant, would Nathan and I have any connection left? Was he only here out of duty? My heart sank, a mix of frustration, sadness, and pain stinging my eyes. A hot tear fell onto the peach pastry. Mia, I'm fine. Scared he'd see me cry, I bolted outside. An hour later, Nathan had a full spread ready. The smell alone made my stomach rumble. He handed me chopsticks. Eat. Thanks. I'll do the dishes later. He just said, sure, but ended up washing them anyway, even tidying my place and watering my balcony plants. I watched him bustle around, about to ask when he was leaving when... Tap, tap, tap! Rain pelted the windows like marbles. Nathan sighed in relief, closing the glass doors. Forecast says a big storm tonight. Looks like I'm stuck here. I shot him a look. Dr. Carter, you drove here. Driving in this storm's risky. Can't see the road. You want your kid to grow up without a dad? He said, eyes half accusing. I turned away. This kid isn't yours. Nathan stood, sitting beside me, staring straight into my eyes. You can do a non-invasive DNA test at 5 weeks, 99.9999% accurate. Want to try? I was beat. I yawned, heading to my room without answering. Fine, I'll crash in the living room, payment for dinner. Nathan didn't reply, just turned down the TV. We'd been apart 3 months, but it felt like nothing had changed. I lay in bed, eyes closed, trying to force sleep. But I tossed and turned. Maybe I ate too much, and my stomach, already weak from a diagnosed condition, was acting up. Nathan had spotted it years ago. I remembered he'd left stomach meds in my nightstand. Fumbling in the dark, I sat up and accidentally banged my hand on the drawer. The pain made me gasp. Crash. A glass hit the floor, shattering. Mia Thompson! Nathan burst in, flipping on the light. The sudden brightness made me squint. His tall figure loomed, scooping me up and gently setting me back on the bed. How many times have I told you to turn on the lamp at night? What do you need? I turned away, hiding my hand pressing my stomach. I'm fine. Go to bed. Nathan frowned, cleaned up the glass, and left. But soon, he knocked. Mia, 10 minutes. You're not asleep yet, right? I'm coming in. He walked in with a steaming bowl of soup. Stomach-soothing broth. Drink it, then sleep. I was stunned. How do you know my stomach was acting up? The sharp pain reminded me not to refuse, so I took it. Thanks. As I sipped, holding the bowl, Nathan's gaze softened. He gently ruffled my hair. Good girl. This'll settle your stomach. No more pills, especially while you're pregnant. His voice was soft, deliberate, his eyes locking onto me like he was memorizing my face, no pretense. Got it, little Mia. His warm, magnetic voice was like a cello, gentle yet captivating, brimming with lover's intimacy. Every time he called me little Mia, he'd kiss me. My heart raced. Staring into his deep eyes, his sharp features, his thin lips pressed together. My pulse hit overdrive, cheeks burning. Just as Nathan leaned in for a kiss, a shred of sense made me shove him out the door. Bam! I slammed it shut. Hands on my chest, I tried calming my racing heart. God, why was I still so smitten with Nathan? No way, no way. I had to stay firm. He could go, but the baby stayed. We were done. The next morning, warm sunlight slipped through the curtains. I stretched, remembering Nathan was still here, and snapped awake. Before leaving my room, I hit the bathroom to freshen up. No way was I facing Nathan looking like a mess, even if he'd seen me that way plenty. But we were done now. Things weren't the same. I had to show him I was thriving post-breakup, make him regret losing me. I even turned on the radio, picking an English station. Sipping milk smugly, I eyed the closed living room door, feeling like a queen. Nathan, you hear that? I'm leveling up. Without you, I'm killing it. But I waited, and he didn't come out. Opening the door, empty. He was gone. I felt like I'd played myself. Furious, but more disappointed, he left without a word. Back then, even if I was asleep, Nathan always said goodbye. Wait, we're done. Done! Ding dong, the doorbell rang. I trudged over, opening it to find Lily holding a breakfast box, smiling. Morning, Mia. Nathan asked me to drop this off. He says you need to eat well. I froze. Nathan left early but sent Lily with breakfast? What's his deal? Lily breezed inside. His department's swamped, but he'll be back for dinner. I was full of questions. Why was Lily still calling me sis? Her constant sis made me awkward. I decided to set her straight. Lily, your brother and I are really over. Lily blinked, shocked. You two fought? Is there a misunderstanding? Nathan's crazy about you. His room's full of your pictures, even his phone wallpaper. I see your face every day at home. Her earnest eyes left me torn between joy and sadness. I forced a smile, sighing. No misunderstanding. He's too busy, and our personalities clash. We're both stubborn. Every fight, neither of us backs down. We hurt each other, and living together wasn't happy. Breaking up was probably best. And for 3 months, he never reached out. Doesn't that mean he accepted it? Lily shook her head, frantic, like she didn't know how to explain. She sighed. Mia, don't get it wrong. 3 months ago, Nathan was slammed with surgeries and got sick. He's only just recovered. When you showed up at the hospital, he was there for a checkup with me. I froze. Nathan was there for a checkup? Did I misjudge him? He wasn't ignoring me. He was swamped and unwell. He was wiped out those days, Mia. Please, no more fighting. Seeing I didn't want to talk, Lily sent me a Weibo link. I think you'll find answers here. Her phone rang, hospital calling. I saw a movie once with a great line. Love isn't just passion, it's compromise and forgiveness. Stepping back isn't weakness, it's love. Nathan's bad at showing feelings, so he's in your hands. Mia, gotta run. Lily's words left me pensive. Opening her link, Nathan's posts stunned me. Nathan and little Mia set up heart-shaped candles to confess to my crush, but the janitor swept them away. Bit the bullet and confessed anyway. She said yes. Nathan and little Mia took little Mia to a sci-fi flick. Guys said it'd score points. Be cool, they said. Girls love that. But I barely watched, just stared at her. Wanna marry little Mia? Reading Nathan's posts, I sprawled on the couch, crying one second, laughing the next. How's this goof so adorable? We met in college. He was at med school across the street. I studied accounting. First time I saw him, he was working a side gig. Curious, I learned he was a med student. His family wasn't rich, but he worked hard and was hot. I snuck into his lectures and got caught by the professor. Mortified, I was saved when Nathan claimed I was his girlfriend. The campus forum exploded. Even the professor was shocked. Nathan, the untouchable golden boy, publicly called me his girlfriend. So I confessed, and he said yes. We just clicked. Later, I asked, Nathan, you liked me from the start, didn't you? He said, duh, you hit the milk tea shop daily. How could I not notice? Those days were so sweet. Things changed when he started his residency. Lost in Nathan's posts, I didn't hear him come back. I turned away, wanting to finish reading to understand him better. Nathan walked in with more groceries. I'm cooking tonight. He said it so casually with a hint of pride. Gonna say no? Guys who cook this good are rare. Well then, not quite the Weibo Nathan, huh? I sat up, trying not to laugh. Kitchen's yours, go for it. Nathan frowned, but said nothing, heading to cook. I peeked, about to speak, but he caught my eye and looked back. I ducked, not ready to talk. Dinner was quiet. I kept sneaking glances at Nathan. Mia, spit it out, he said, slamming his chopsticks down, then gently placing them after seeing me jump. Slipped, he mumbled. I cleared my throat. The Nathan and little Mia account. That's you, right? His eyes widened, face turning shrimp red. You. All your posts? I held up my phone. Nathan, you're a whole different guy online. What else you hiding? My words hit him. His long lashes trembled, eyes soft. Since becoming department head, work's been crazy. I'm gone early, back late, and I neglected you. I thought you didn't care, so I didn't make a big deal. He paused. If I turn things around now, is it too late? I bit my lip, asking seriously, is this just because I'm pregnant? No, he cut in, eyes honest. Baby or no baby, it's always been you. His sincerity shook me. For a moment, I wanted to nod, but I was scared we'd repeat old mistakes. His job was still demanding. He's driven, I knew that. Our stubborn streaks wouldn't change easily. I hesitated. Depends on how you act, but you're not staying tonight. Nathan didn't flinch. Deal. Next morning, I woke to noise outside. Peeking through the peephole, I saw movers at the apartment across the hall, with a crystal desk lamp that looked like one I gave Nathan. I didn't think much, heading to make breakfast. Ding dong. Who's here so early? Opening the door, there was Nathan with breakfast. From now on, I'll bring you breakfast every morning. You live across town. That's a trek. Don't you need to get to the hospital? Which is why I moved in across the hall, Nathan said, leaning aside. I looked up. The opposite door was open, my art photo on the wall. What's this move? Nathan coughed, hiding a blush. Now I can see you every time I come or go, he added. Not like I'm moving in with you. Convenient, no hassle. My heart fluttered, but I couldn't let him get cocky. Oh, clever move, huh? Eat. I'm off to the hospital. Nathan checked his watch, grabbed his stuff, and left, but he waved goodbye. I waved back, watching him hit the elevator. I wanted to ask why he didn't contact me for 3 months. Was it really just surgeries? But I figured I'd ask later. After telling my parents about the pregnancy and asking to handle things with Nathan myself, I felt lighter. Sunshine warmed me, filling me with hope, curious to see how Nathan would step up. Days later, Nathan was by my side outside work hours. During my morning sickness, when I couldn't keep food down, he bought cookbooks, switching up dishes to tempt my appetite, and I gained 20 pounds. I stared at the scale, stunned. Nathan Carter, not good. He rushed from the kitchen, spoon in hand. If it's bad, spit it out. I'll make something else. I bit into some chicken, whining, I gained 20 pounds. What now? Silly little Mia, that's not just you. It's our baby's weight, he said, dead serious. A baby not even born yet weighs 20 pounds? How about salt-roasted chicken next? Now. He totally gets me. Coming right up. Watching Nathan bustle in the kitchen, I lounged on the couch, rubbing my growing belly. Baby, our anniversary's coming up. Your dad's always been half-hearted about it. Think he'll step up this time? On our anniversary, I waited at home, checking my phone a million times. No message from Nathan. I was let down. No matter how busy, he could have texted. But remembering Lily's words, maybe his work was insane. Should I cut him slack? Buzz buzz. A text from Lily. She asked me to grab a fax for Nathan at his place. So annoying. He could call Lily but not me. Remembers a fax but forgets our day? I stormed over, punching in his code. Nathan, I'm not your assistant. Handle your own stuff. But pushing the door open, I froze. The room was lit with heart-shaped candles, rose petals scattered, heart-shaped balloons floating everywhere. A candlelit dinner table glowed romantically. Soft piano music played. Following the sound, I saw Nathan at the piano, sharp in a suit. Moonlight through the window lit his hair, making his face shine. He was playing Love's Confession. My heart melted. He remembered. I love this song, but he was always too busy to play it. Today, he pulled off this huge surprise. When the song ended, Nathan told me to close my eyes. Count down from 3. I shut my eyes, buzzing with excitement, hearing his footsteps stop in front of me. Opening my eyes, I saw a bouquet of blue baby's breath. My favorite flower. Long ago, I told him I didn't like roses, only baby's breath. He remembered. I took the bouquet, grinning. Smells amazing. Really, I barely smell it, Nathan said, confused. Try it. As he leaned in, I tiptoed and kissed his cheek, a reward for tonight's effort. He didn't let me down. His eyes widened. He didn't expect me to make a move. So do I pass? He asked. Which anniversary is this? Our 4th. You pass. This anniversary was special, making me so happy. Days like this only matter when both people care and put in the effort. I used to crave our time together. I didn't need grand gestures like this, just his sincerity. But since his residency, he'd say work was too much. As he climbed the ranks, it got worse. Seeing his eyes tremble, I laughed. What's wrong? Scared of me? Did I forget something? He asked, frowning. Nah, just a normal day. Go rest. You've got 2 surgeries tomorrow. Save your energy. You know, stalking me? He raised a brow. Nope, Lily told me. She also said you had tons of surgeries these past 3 months and that hospital visit was for a checkup. True? Were you sick? Lily's words stuck with me. That girl spills everything, Nathan sighed. Those months, I was swamped with surgeries, sometimes stuck at the hospital, eating and sleeping there. I'd nap, then get called for another case, even in the middle of the night. Since becoming department head, his work exploded. My body was shot, so they forced me to take leave. But they're short-staffed, so I'm back. He was open, not the snarky Nathan I knew. I pushed him out. Fine, no need for breakfast runs. Lily's off tomorrow, she'll bring food, and we're hitting the shops. Watching him leave, I felt a pang of guilt. Was I too hard on him? I didn't understand before and got mad. The next day, Lily invited me to hang out. She wanted to know her sis better. At 6 months pregnant, I needed to stay active for a smooth delivery, so I agreed. Shopping's great exercise. Mia, when gifting, do you go by their taste or yours? Lily asked. I held her arm, supporting my belly. Depends. If you know what they like, go with that. If not, pick what you think works. It's the thought that counts. Lily nodded, thinking. While I shopped for baby clothes, she texted someone, looking sneaky. Mia, want to check out bags? She asked, glancing at her phone. I jumped at it. I'm a bag fiend. They fix all my woes. We browsed forever but didn't buy. The bag I loved was too pricey. I'd need to save up, so I passed. I saw Lily snap a pic of it. Our tastes so alike. Want to save up and share it? She grinned mysteriously. You'll have it sooner than you think. 2 months flew by. Tomorrow was my birthday. I glanced at Nathan, peeling an apple for me. My belly's huge now. Moving's tough. I just want to lounge. He looked at me, apologetic. Sorry, Mia. Just this one kid, okay? I waved him off. Help me to my room. I'm sleeping early tonight. It's not even 10. You sure? He seemed surprised but helped me, tucking me in. Sleep. I'll read to the baby. Since month 4, Nathan bought stacks of fairy tales. I wasn't sure if he was lulling me or the baby. I got used to him being there every night. Dr. Carter, what's tonight's story? No story tonight. I opened my eyes, curious, meeting his deep gaze. My heart skipped, and I looked away. Why not? There's this obscure foreign film you've wanted to see, but I couldn't find it, he said, setting up a projector. I perked up watching him. You didn't actually find it, did you? He nodded. Friends helped. Later, I learned he scoured forums and called in favors to get it. As the movie started, Nathan sat on the bed's edge, then slid closer. I'll be your pillow. Thanks, Dr. Carter. No empty thanks. I rolled my eyes. Always pushing his luck, he grinned innocently. Just want to feel the baby. Fine, go ahead. I got into the movie, placing his hand on my belly. Take your time, but don't bug me. Through my thin shirt, his warm hand sent tingles. I couldn't focus on the film, especially when Nathan, like a curious kid, touched my belly and pressed his face to it. Baby, you being good in there? Be nice. Don't fuss. When you're born, Daddy's taking you to soccer? Movie's done. Bedtime. I planned to sleep after, thinking his presence was enough. But at midnight, my alarm blared. I looked at Nathan, confused, and saw him by the bed, holding a big square box. Happy birthday, Mia. It was my favorite puzzle set. My eyes teared up. You remembered. Puzzles for couples were a trend, symbolizing building a future together. I'd mentioned it to Nathan once. He was reading, just grunting, uh-huh. Like it? Love it. I choked up, wiping tears. Nathan set the puzzle down, gently drying my eyes. Silly, no crying. The baby'll think I'm bullying you. Looking at his handsome face, my eyes red, I laughed. He's changed so much. Let's build it. Nope. Keeping you up till midnight's my limit. He shook his head, easing me down. It's your birthday, so I bent the rules. Tomorrow after work, we'll build it together. I pouted, but agreed. As he left, I tugged his shirt, shy. Your pajamas are still in the drawer. He paused. I'll take them back. This guy, clueless or playing dumb? Then he grabbed the pajamas, eyes lighting up. Mia, you want me to stay? I faked a stern face. If you don't, bye. I'm staying, of course. He changed right there. His body's no joke. Slim in clothes, ripped underneath. Caught staring, he blushed. Gonna keep looking? Sleep. I shut my eyes. Then my lips warmed. Nathan stole a kiss. I opened my eyes. Another surprise. He'd prepped a second birthday gift. A thought hit me, heart racing. Don't tell me it's that limited edition bag I wanted. Nathan, sheepish, opened the box. He pinched my cheek. You guessed it? Lily spilled, didn't she? I hugged the bag, thrilled. Nathan, it's gorgeous. I can pair it with so many outfits. Love it, thank you. He lay beside me, pulling me close. I couldn't see his sparkling eyes, but I felt his warm breath and strong heartbeat. Birthday surprise is done. Sleep now. His voice was like coaxing a kid. I felt him slip into dad mode. Nathan, thank you. I leaned into him, sincere. Really, thanks for making my birthday so special. He sounded smug. Next birthday, I'll double it. For real? Promise. Then for your birthday, I'll outdo you. I'll top you. Let's make it a yearly contest. Deal. Our banter was childish, but we genuinely wanted each other's happiness. The weekend came, my last prenatal checkup before delivery. After this, I'd prep for the big day. Leaving, Nathan was waiting, taking my bag and supporting me. Let's go. I'm coming with you. Before, he was too busy or couldn't get time off, so Lily went with me. I raised a brow. Sure? Won't you ditch for the clinic? No way. I'm off today. If the doctor asks who you are to me, what'll you say? You skipped the others. Your husband. He grabbed my hand, fingers interlocking. I laughed, trying to pull away, but he held tight. Since when are you my husband? Soon. He was dead serious. I didn't press, just waited to see his next move. At the checkup, Nathan stayed close, asking tons of medical questions. I didn't get it all, but the doctor nodded approvingly, smiling at me. So, you're Dr. Carter's wife. He's a star at our hospital, but I didn't know he'd settle down so young. I was shocked. He told everyone already? When you meet the one, you don't wait, Nathan said smoothly, helping me up. He whispered, let's go. I booked your favorite restaurant. My eyes lit up. Since eating Nathan's cooking, few places impressed me. That place needs months to book, so I booked ages ago. He pulled out my chair elegantly. Check the menu. I'm hitting the restroom. I nodded, scanning the romantic, classy restaurant. But a ring of pink balloons and baby's breath around my seat made me suspicious. Could it be? Then, This Will Be, An Everlasting Love played, one of my favorite songs. Nathan returned, whispering, "Someone's about to propose." My curiosity spiked. Where? Here. He knelt, pulling a diamond ring from his pocket, eyes full of love. "Mia, will you marry me? I want to be your husband for real." My eyes welled up, but I laughed. "So you weren't official before?" He took my hand, holding the ring. "Mia Thompson, marry me, please." He said it louder. The crowd cheered. "Say yes!" I looked into his eyes, voice catching, and nodded. "Yes, Nathan, I'll marry you." After the proposal, he moved in, boldly bringing his suitcase. "Feels good to be home." I laughed, unable to hold it in. How'd I miss his humor before? He's changed, and I love it. "Come here. I don't even know what to prep for delivery." "Don't worry, I've got everything you and the baby need." Like magic, he opened his suitcase. "It's all here." Looking at this tall, dependable man, I felt safe, secure. "Nathan, sit. You okay?" He sat, worried. "I told the building security no cars block the path this week. If your water breaks, the ambulance can come right away." "It's a week till my due date." I smiled. "Just saying, you've been so thoughtful lately." He took my hand, eyes curving like crescent moons, full of feeling. "I almost lost you, so I learned to cherish you." "Mia, thank you for giving me a second chance. I swear, I'll never let you down again." My heart warmed, eyes misty. "I trust you." A week later, our baby was born, healthy and safe. During my postpartum recovery, Nathan cared for me, telling my parents not to travel since he had it covered. I worried. "Nathan, your hospital work's intense. Let my mom help." I switched departments, less hectic now. He wiped my face and hands with a warm cloth. "Nothing's more important than you and our baby." I opened my mouth, but the baby wailed. "Just fed? Hungry again?" "Nope, needs a diaper change." Nathan picked up the baby, expertly changing the diaper. "I'll teach you to read her cries, but rest for now." After settling her, he sat beside me. "From now on, you and the baby have me. That's enough." I smiled, nodding. "Deal." When I left the postpartum center, both my parents and Nathan's were waiting. It was my first time meeting his folks. His mom rushed up, grabbing my hands. "You're Mia, the girl Nathan's always talking about. Finally meeting you, so cute." "Mia, he worked at that milk tea shop because he knew you loved it." "Mom," Nathan groaned. "What? You did it, own it." She handed me a big red envelope. "For my grandson." Then a bracelet. "This heirloom's for our daughter-in-law, passed down generations." "Mia, you've worked hard, I'll make it up to you." Her warmth overwhelmed me. I couldn't say no. I thought Nathan's family was poor, hence his side gigs. Now I knew he did it to see me. Tonight I'd grill him. Having Nathan by my side was amazing.